the self-destruction of the West.
Yeah,
Like, you just eat too much and become disabled. Like, what fucking idiots, bro. Because the thing is with TikTok and algorithms alike, they create people's personalities. It's a real thing. They create these disabilities and personalities. So let's say, for instance... What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 1% podcast, the best self-improvement podcast in Australia, where we speak facts about self-improvement. Today I'm here with Will and Hayden on the panel. Rory's probably not up yet. I think he's still asleep, so he's missing out on this episode.
Yeah, we had an early one.
We have an early one this episode because we have things we need to do. 10 o'clock.
Before the episode, I'd just like to expose Hayden here.
Yeah.
What are you drinking right now?
I am drinking a Pepsi. Highly nutritious. It's good for you. You want to deadlift a lot? Drink this.
So I want to run through the questions before we start the episode. Obviously, I ask you guys every week to ask any questions, send them through. So we're going to get through them. And then I want to talk about the biggest robbery in boxing history that we all just witnessed, which I actually lost money on. So I'm kind of pissed. First question. I feel too guilty for the question about where I can find you guys, but it could be clearer if I had more letters. I mean, in my place, normal guys is busy or drunk, so I'm doing it again, I guess. Fuck. Did you understand any of that?
No, that's not, I think they were trying to say.
What are they trying to say?
How are people coming across us?
Or how do you find people like us? Because everyone he knows is drunk, or just
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying
Is
to
he
get
talking
at.
about like our actual
type of
channel?
people? Like,
or
no,
our
our
type of people?
Type of people. So you go to any gym, any martial arts club, or yeah, that's really the places you'll find them.
Gym is very.
Gym
is very hard because most. I've seen a lot of people at the gym still go out.
Yeah.
Get smashed. Like
Yeah.
the whole point is to look.
But still,
good,
at least they have some level of discipline.
Yeah, but I reckon from what I've heard, like martial arts.
Yeah.
Like from what
Yes,
I've heard, yeah.
yes, they're all on their shit.
yeah.
Next question. Do you want kids eventually?
Yeah, I want to continue my bloodline because, like, I want to start a fucking empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get the 10 little fuckers working for you.
I want to have the Harleys running the world.
Yeah.
What about you? You want kids, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I want to teach them to be like little athletic machines.
Yeah, legit. I sort of like breed them.
Yeah, like anyone like just to be that little bit above the normal like kids these days. Like most kids these days are fucking like menace, like little shits. Like for my
I just think it would be good to learn a bunch of shit because I'm pretty good at learning new things every day, and then I just have a basis of knowledge that I can just hand down.
Yeah,
And
and also I think it'll be fun teaching like a kid shit.
Yeah, I think I'd be a good dad for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a millionaire by 30. So like I need something to do after that. You know what I'm saying?
You need something to do.
Yeah, like
Need a little shit
what
to
do you
keep
do?
you busy.
Wait, you live like 80 years, and you're telling me you're not gonna at least have a phase of that where you have a son, like a kid, and raise the kid. Like, it seems like you're missing out on.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are
massive
saying
part
I
of
would
life.
never have kids. It's like
Yeah, it's like
I don't know about that, but some people are just more self-centered.
Yeah, it seems pretty boring. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It depends, but
that's our whole sole purpose on Earth, is it not? Just to reproduce.
yeah, to fuck. Yeah, that's literally all it is.
just to
That's all
reproduce.
it's
So
about.
it's like that, like the core component. Of
A lot of people are scared off because they don't have the finances to support
Yeah,
it these
well,
days.
obviously,
But
I
if
don't understand that though.
yeah,
yes, obviously, but like my thing is become very wealthy, and a
Yeah.
kid's not gonna like it's nothing to you.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Not like the kid's worth nothing to you, but the fact that you don't have to like stress, and then you end up building resentment for the child because you can't support it financially, and end up blaming it on the kid. Like, oh my god, you cost so much.
yeah.
You know, that's like a common thing in Australia. You know what I mean?
As I established,
It's like you're broke.
I will be a millionaire by 30, and then I'm gonna have a kid.
So let's.
I'm not even like fussed about being a millionaire. I just want to have enough money to just able to, like what you said, raise a kid without having to stress about the food
Yeah,
for it. It's
a
like,
millionaire these days.
Yeah,
You know?
But if you're fucking having to stress about buying food for a kid, it's like they're little. They don't eat a lot.
Maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't,
But-
shouldn't have had a kid, honestly.
Yeah, if you're stressing out for like food for buying it, you shouldn't have had one.
We're just
Yeah.
trying to get that baby bonus in Australia.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, how much is that?
I don't know.
It's a bit.
50 stacks or something.
You do.
Yeah, it's a-
I-
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
You do get some money.
Have you noticed people who have a lot of kids? They have one, I think, every 6 years
Mm.
or every 3 years, something like
Just
that.
fucking stack in there.
Yeah.
That's the baby.
I want to talk about the biggest robbery we've ever witnessed in Ngannou versus Fury. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, man.
What the
I was like, oh my god. The fight finished. I almost turned off the fight because I'm like, oh yeah, Ngannou's won, whatever. I don't need to wait for them to raise the hand or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just kept it on, and there's like split decision. I'm like, really? Split decision? And then fucking Tyson Fury won. I'm like,
But that was
bro.
so I put on a $10 bet. The odds were 8, so I would have got $80 out of that.
Yeah,
So
800% return.
100% return. And I'm like, give me my money. I'm just on the return page, like, here's my money. And then Fury wins.
Yeah.
That is the biggest robbery
That's
I've
fucking-
ever seen.
that's gotta be corrupt.
I don't think there would be one person that's not delusional that would have thought he actually won.
I think
He didn't.
I think
He
it's
just didn't.
He didn't.
Like, you looked at even half time.
I reckon
Ngannou
Yeah.
landed more shots
More
and
shots.
threw less
Yeah.
and knocked down Fury.
Yeah. Maybe Fury won the first 2 rounds while Ngannou was still getting used to it. But then after that, I reckon Ngannou won every
It was
round.
pretty much dominating.
Yeah. I just don't see how that...
I mean, I'm already seeing Twitter and Instagram blow up.
I'm
like,
going to see everyone freak out
Fury.
after this.
And man, Ngannou took it well. Like, he-
Because that is like
I mean...
that's fun.
It's
was
not
a
even
bit-
for a title, so what's the point?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's no point
The
in
biggest thing I think Ngannou could do was somehow get that title fight
Yeah.
and redeem himself there.
Yeah.
Keep training.
Oh, well, if he can do that well against Fury, like...
That's crazy that someone can
Isn't
come
it?
from,
Yeah.
you know?
That is wild, bro. Imagine being as good as Francis Ngannou and then being 0-1 in boxing.
Like, Fury is the GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
And he made him look like level or if not better
Yeah.
than Fury.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, that's that. We will be seeing plenty of that over the week, I reckon. Just Fury got...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good if they could appeal and get my money back. But nah, what's done is done.
I don't think it's how it works.
I don't bet, by the way, guys. I just put a quick tenner on there because I'm like, I feel like Ngannou's going to win. And
Yeah.
the odds were crazy.
It was very surprising. Like everyone was saying Francis is gonna get his ass kicked.
Even I was saying...
Like everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna be outboxed by a mile." And literally, I'm like, "Oh, I reckon he." I always thought he might have had a chance because I always knew he only really boxed in. When he boxed, he was a.
Yeah.
But yeah, he surprised everyone.
It- Fury didn't really know what to
I'm
do.
a Fury fan too. Like, it's not even biased. I
No.
went in there thinking Fury was going to fucking dominate. I'm like, oh, Francis is going to get fucking... He's in there for a payday. And fuck. Bro, he did...
Yeah, 10 rounds as well. You would have thought Ngannou would have been more gassed in the later
I thought he
rounds.
would get
He was
gassed
still
early,
looking
so-
really strong, dominating in the last rounds.
The fact that he knocked him down.
And knocked
Yeah.
him down.
What the hell?
And then there was a trip in the later round. A trip in the later rounds. But I think he was losing his legs.
Where Francis was like just bashing him in the head, and he was like dazed a bit because normally it was like Tyson was jumping around all fucking
Yeah.
and then he got hit, and he actually went a bit slow. Like
Yeah.
the fact
Bro, he was
that
getting knocked around too. And like, did you see the part where they... Tyson Fury actually threw an elbow in there?
Yeah.
Threw an elbow, yeah.
I don't think it was on purpose.
Yeah, I know that, but they didn't take it out of... Like a
They didn't. Yeah, that's true. They should have taken a point out of that.
They didn't deduct the point. It would have been a draw, would it not?
I don't even know. Were they good undercards? I didn't watch the undercards.
I don't know. I just turned the fight on. They were instantly fighting. Like, yo.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to talk about social media addiction or just technology addiction and how it affects the self-improvement journey.
Huh?
That's
how it goes, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. We talk about this like almost every episode when the conversation is brought up of
it's so bad.
it's larger than I think people think. I think the issue is probably... I think 80% of people that are getting, this massive roadblock on self-improvement are just addicted to social media, and that's the main
right.
reason. In a constant state of distraction.
It is. It's deeper than people think. They think it's just it's just innocent, like they're showing their phone, it's like funny videos and shit. But they don't realize that distraction is what's keeping them from doing anything, really.
I think it was about a year ago, my content was basically solely focused on that aspect of self-improvement.
Yeah.
Getting the fuck off your phone, stop consuming, start creating.
Yeah.
And I built up some traction talking about that because people were resonating with it. And I had heaps of people in their DMs saying how their lives just changed deleting the apps. Because you did this, Hayden, you deleted the apps.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need to post, do you?
No, I don't need to.
You're not making content, so...
I still am trying to get better at it because like at night, like from what I work night shift, so I pretty much just get home and then go straight to bed. But I always still find myself on my phone even though I don't have any fucking apps on it. I'm literally like just scrolling, looking at old photos. I'm like, what am I doing? Like I'm still trying to get in the habit of just a phone being there just for if I really need it, not just because.
It's fucking crazy.
But going But because I did delete like Instagram, Facebook, pretty much everything, there has been a big
Productivity
big change.
spike.
Like, yeah, I feel more.
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is look at the screen time, like how much you go into your settings and go to screen time, see how many hours you're spending on those apps.
Do you remember when I ran that experiment, asking people what their screen time was? Mm-hmm. The average screen time that these people have was like a full 12-hour day on like 12 hours screen time.
No lie.
That is ridiculous.
How many
bro.
years all up is that? If they like,
That's
But you could hear the brain damage when they were talking. Like it was like, what did one chick say? Oh, what am I supposed to do at night? Sleep,
fucking
mate.
sleep,
Sleep.
sleep.
But I don't even think it's that. Like, I think a lot of it is just how distracted you are on these apps. And if you just spend a little too long on it, like you can forget about your entire purpose, just being consumed by these trending topics, these other conversations, starting points, everything else.
yeah,
Yeah.
And people are just using it for the wrong reasons, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I find that too. Like, I'll be doing something. The big thing is when I go to upload a video and I'm waiting for, because you have to stay on the app for the video to finish uploading. And I'm staying on the app and I'm like going through the home screen and I just end up fucking scrolling. I'm like, the video uploaded 10 minutes ago. I'm still scrolling.
It's crazy.
It's so addictive.
You could be
bro.
the most disciplined guy in the room and still get caught scrolling on your phone.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize they've had billions of dollars to invest in these algorithms to quite literally like hack your brain.
Yeah.
To be able to spend the most, because the more time you spend on the app, the more ads are going to show you, the more money they make, the more the economy grows. It's really as simple as that.
Yeah.
So the longer they can just keep you there in that zone,
yeah,
the more money they make.
yeah.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's an attention economy. And like, they're just trying to steal everything's trying to steal your attention. And the phones is what's winning right now.
People are very defensive about it. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's going to be very hard to stop people from doing it, because if you say to people, oh, this is terrible for you, you should stop, they think we're crazy. Like, it's not that deep. It's just, I'm just on my phone.
Yeah.
But they're on it for literally the whole day and they think it's not even bad. It's similar to drinking in a way. Like, it's really bad for you, but they just don't see a problem with it.
Also, shout out to our new filmer. We got
Yeah, also, we got a new subby in. Our filmer's on annual leave break at the moment. Yeah. So we're subbing in J Charles. Give it up for J Charles. Do you ever enter these public scenarios in the train or on the bus or in like a doctor's waiting lobby or anywhere in a shopping center and you realize like 99% of people are on the phone, not present?
Yeah.
And even I'll be guilty, like doing something, replying to a message or trying to book something in.
Well, everything's on
On here, bro. Your entire life is in this little panel.
I can do mostly. I can edit videos in here. I can write scripts on here. I can post videos
It's
on here.
fucking crazy.
But that's the thing. You're still kind of creative.
I mean,
I'm doing that. Everyone's
most of the time,
fucking blindly scrolling through TikTok.
Yeah, so-
TikTok's the worst one out of all of them.
Oh, 100%. Bro.
So fucking shit.
There's a couple of mindsets you can go about this. You can go about it like the whole delete everything monk mode, go run around in nature and trees kind of thing. But my mindset has always been the kill or be killed, right? It's always been the create or consume. These are always going to be here. There will never be, no one's ever going to be like voluntarily, no one's going to voluntarily chuck out their phone. They can't go without it for 5 minutes. You can't find your phone, you freak the fuck out. These will never go away. The best thing you could probably do, I think, is to just use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate says he spends 16 hours on his phone. I can actually see how he does that.
Yeah.
Just because you can do emails and you can do everything on a phone, like productivity wise. It just depends how you use it.
And a lot of people are like, oh, you know, you guys consume as well. You can't say create and consume. You guys consume all the time. Like,
It's on a spectrum.
it's different. It's different. Like the type of consuming I'm talking about when I say, are you a creator or consumer? And I say, stop consuming is like just the brain dead nonsense bullshit. Just the random shit they're scrolling on TikTok.
Dancing with her tits.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
Just the pointless stuff. Just the stuff that doesn't matter or doesn't like correlate with what you're doing or your purpose or
You're
anything.
not learning anything. It's pointless.
Are people like, oh, you consume, you watch tutorial videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro. Use your brain.
Well, clearly they don't have one. They're watching mindless TikTok.
Yeah, it's fucking but a lot of people say, and this was like my thing when I was fucking addicted. This was like my excuse. It was just like, well, what else do I do? I'm not gonna read a fucking book, or I'm not gonna like stare at a wall or some shit. I'm like, that's the thing though. It makes you so distracted that you can't find a bigger purpose. Like you don't have training to do, or you don't have, like you should have other stuff to do. Like
100%.
you should have a purpose that you can
because
Work towards.
but they can't step out of that for like a minute or two and really start thinking about, hey, maybe I should do something.
Maybe there's a bigger picture.
Maybe there's a
to
bigger
this.
picture, because as soon as they start thinking things, okay, I'll just go straight back on the phone. It's way too much. You can just go straight back to the phone. It's all soothed. It's easy.
Even like go visit your mate. It doesn't even have to be
Yeah.
anything that just isn't sitting on that or even like Xbox. Go visit a friend or just go outside.
Yeah, people can't live with their own thoughts though. Like
Yeah.
if they get off that for too long, it's like they start thinking of their own original thoughts, and that's just the worst thing ever. You know what I mean?
Fuck, man.
Well, it's a loop because they make their life shitter by spending all their time on their phone, so that when they're not on their phone, they start thinking like, "Damn, my life sucks, bro," and then they got to go back on their phone and just distract themselves with just like most people just talk literally about trends or memes, and that's the only thing that they.
Bro, you see the new Kaisenat meme?
Yeah, like shit like that, bro. It's then the second you get off the phone, you just realize like you have so much time in the day. You can do so much stuff, and the things you can achieve when you're not on your phone, like 12 hours screen time. That's 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's 12.
That
fucking
creates
hours, bro.
diseases, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because the thing is with TikTok and algorithms alike, they create people's personalities. It's a real thing. They create these disabilities and personalities. So let's say, for instance, you think you have bipolar disorder, right? You think you have bipolar disorder, and you spend time watching bipolar videos. You see one bipolar video that comes up, you're like, damn, I can relate to that.
So everyone's
And it's
got
like
ADHD.
there's like slight bits of misinformation in there, like maybe this is a symptom, maybe this is a symptom. Yeah, maybe I have bipolar, and then it will keep recommending that hashtag bipolar, hashtag depression. It just keeps recommending these videos, keeps popping it up, and it gets more ingrained in your brain. And then you see what people are wearing, the piercings people are getting from people who have bipolar. You see the stuff they're wearing, and that's where you see these weirdos in public, where they're just like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
They look like just a mess.
Yeah.
Like they got like just fucking piercings everywhere. 4 different.
It's the phones that caused all this.
That's what I'm saying. It creates
big
diseases.
switch,
The big one
Creates super genders.
The big one that amazes me is the depression one. Like people legit watch. I don't even want.
It's a trend.
It's like a trend to be depressed.
Yeah.
And I actually heard of a couple times people have, well, especially like young kids, have actually like killed themselves because it was a trend
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, basically,
is that not
this is
weird?
embarrassing, yeah. But I almost got caught in that like a while ago, before I got on like self improvement. Remember when I went through that like massive crisis? I shaved my head and everything, and that was literally just because of the whole Lil Peep
Fucking
TikToks
trendy
and all
shit. Yeah,
trendy depressing
It's an
stuff.
aesthetic.
And then as soon as I like got rid of the app, because I remember I just deleted it, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I had a YouTube channel. I had clothes I was making.
It's also weird because you also do kind of feel left out if you do delete everything. Because there have been times where people are just talking about shit, and I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about because it's about a meme or something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I
Yeah,
feel
like,
like I
what-
should-
what-
I-
what the
is this?
fuck are you
And then I,
saying?
like, and then I like look it up, and it's just a meme. And then I feel like I'm like, should I get this back because I'm behind? But like, no.
I mean, if you're good enough, you can just use these platforms to your advantage. You don't have to delete them.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bit of
I have no reason at the moment.
Yeah.
to. That's why I deleted them.
It's just it creates a false reality. Like it's so what's the word, like subhuman. Like it's not. There's so much shit going on just your fucking phone. Like if you scroll in 10 minutes and you see more in that 10 minutes than like the king of the fucking world would 1,000 years ago.
literally.
The amount of information you like that can't be good for your brain. It
Yeah.
just can't.
Well, it's good some ways, like for learning.
For learning,
If you-
it's great.
oh,
Use it as a tool, but
yeah.
don't like touch grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that have these false perceptions of the world too.
Just because of what they're being shown.
Yeah, like I'll get these comments, or you see the comment sections, or just people's random ideologies about the world. It's like that's not real.
And you just tell
That's
they
not
live
how
on
it
the
is. I'm like you've never gone outside, have you?
Yeah.
It's like there's a narrative at the moment. I was talking about this a while ago. There's a narrative at the moment that like chicks want like a millionaire. They need a guy who's a 10 out of 10. And they're all OnlyFans chicks. And these people like watch this Fresh and Fit podcast and they watch these other ones and they think every chick's like an OnlyFans model and like has had 1,000
It's 'cause
bodies
they
or something.
They haven't been outside.
They haven't been outside and talked to females, bro. They're like, oh yeah, every girl is a hoe.
Yeah.
Like Sneeko fans. Remember one came up to Sneeko and was like, we hate transgenders. And Sneeko was like, what have I done? I'm like,
Did you have a kind of a moment where
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
fuck, this is like, I'm having a real world impact here.
Well, this is what happens when you live on the internet. Like, you don't have just such a
It's these
false perception. of
8-year-old
reality.
kids, 9-year-old kids getting handed an iPad because their parents don't know how to parent or don't have the time to
What
parent.
the fuck are these parents doing, giving their kids iPads at the age of 4, 5 years?
Because they don't
don't
care.
care.
They don't
Bro,
want
it's
to.
fucking sad, man. Like,
Well, that's
that
the
makes me
problem.
sad.
It's like also, I think that's why that's probably what the phones have done to them because they're so used to getting that dopamine from scrolling. As soon as it comes to their own child, it's not good enough for them. It's similar, you know how we were saying like parents who smoke don't play with their kids as much
Yeah.
because smoking is good enough.
Yes.
Their phone is better than playing with their own kid now, so they just hand them a phone.
That is true. How many, like, you go to like a play center or something or whatever, and it's just all these parents just on their phones or Facebook or some
I
shit.
went bowling and these kids were fucking being little shits and like running in front of us. I nearly bowled one because it ran in front of me, and the parents were just sitting there on their phones. And I was like, what
I mean,
the fuck?
the kids have got the right idea, just fucking around.
Oh my god, it annoys me.
yeah, it's like if you're not responsible enough to control your own addictions, don't have kids, bro.
Yeah,
If you can't parent properly, don't have kids.
yeah.
That's
Get
what
a
blows
grown
my
up.
fucking mind, man.
Yeah.
Like these, bro. This is off topic, but the morbidly obese parents. If you're not responsible to look after yourself, why would you bring a child into this world and try to look after that? Because the amount of obese parents that have obese children,
It's actually
it's sad. It's sad.
so
That's
sad.
child abuse.
It's sad.
That's child abuse. You're just degrading
Assisted murder.
the life of this kid because you can't even look after it or look after yourself.
Yeah.
That is fat phobic.
Why are you having a
That's
kid,
fat
bro?
phobic, bro.
Look after yourself first.
That's fat phobic.
It's
Poor
You gotta be
kids aren't-
careful.
I feel bad for the kids.
yeah, it's the kid. They can't be kids because
Yeah.
they're just too overweight.
Yeah, and if you like, have you seen that video of the mum that's like morbidly obese?
Yeah.
Trying to push the pram.
Yeah.
And then the pram rolls off. And
She can't grab it.
Yeah, making a beeline for the road, and this fat chick can't even run after the pram. She just trips over, and luckily this
okay, mate.
and luckily this in shape guy came in and just ran
He
after the
wasn't
pram.
even in shape. He was just a normal human being.
Wasn't built like a
you don't
beanbag.
have to. Yeah, like, and that's like what the for like fitness, the bar has gone so like it's so
Low.
weird right now. But
Yeah,
you see people like, especially like movie stars, they don't even like get extremely ripped or fit. They just kind of lose a couple pounds.
You
and
couple
it's
pounds, get a bit defined.
Oh my god,
Insane
they
transformation.
make this insane transformation. It's like he just went for a couple jogs, mate. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the bar we're at right now, and it's all because of the phones.
Yeah.
Because people were too lazy to get off their ass because they're scrolling. Because that's good enough.
it's just a dopamine issue at the end of the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's so addicting because it just spikes your dopamine like nothing else does.
Yeah.
It just makes everything less enjoyable. Like,
Yeah.
if you want one way to make your whole entire life more unenjoyable,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just spend all your day on that
Yeah,
thing.
'cause people will-
not even all day. Spend more than a couple hours.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
And those are the people that say everything else is boring.
Yes.
It's because they're so addicted to their phone.
Everyone I know who says everything is boring, they're addicted to phones, and then on the weekends they drink all the time, and that are the two worst things for ruining like your dopamine and happiness. And everything is boring to them. I've noticed.
What do you think the solution is for most people?
Grow the fuck up and realize what is better for you. That's why I don't understand. People don't realize what's better for them and what's good for them. That's childish. Because kids don't know what's good for them. That's why they have parents.
Yeah.
And for people who are over 18 to still not know what is good or bad for them, they haven't grown
I
up.
think they know. I think they know what's.
No, they don't. Because if you say to stop drinking or stop texting,
Just yelling at the W signs.
what the fuck? Yeah, if you tell these people to stop drinking and stop going on their phone, they'd be like, it's not that deep, bro. Calm down. Like, they clearly don't. And like the eating thing, like eating too much and becoming overweight. Yeah, they know They know being overweight is bad, but they don't know what.
It's so fun. I don't know why, bro.
Like,
it's
it's
so funny to me.
childish.
Like, it's the self-destruction of the West.
Yeah,
It's like you
It's
just
so-
eat too much and become disabled. Like, what
Yes.
fucking idiots, bro?
Like,
That's stupidity, man.
It's just immature to not realize that is bad for you.
Like, think about it, we're like a dumb insect, bro. Like, you know when mosquitoes like suck too much blood and then they explode?
Yeah.
That's like we're the exact same. We're no smarter than mosquitoes.
It's like, you know, when dogs like eat a fucking like a chew toy and just does themselves so dirty. It's like it's the same shit.
Yeah, no,
you're just putting yourself up for failure.
it's
you
just
children.
it's simple, man. It's really simple.
The lack of self-control is fucking crazy.
Like,
We eat too much to become just like, I've seen that with the obese people.
And then they're in the
Yeah,
wheelchairs asking for fucking.
Yeah, like, can you put down the fucking disability lift on the bus because I'm in a wheelchair now? Like, you just ate too much, you fucking idiot.
no. That's I've seen because I work in a
Too much Cheetos,
I
bro.
work in a shop, and the amount of times I've seen people who like, I mean, who knows? They could be have something wrong with them, but they've been like maybe 60, 50 years old, and they're just extremely overweight. They're in those scooters, and they have the audacity to tell me, "I can't reach this. Can you get it for
no
me?"
fucking way,
just
mate.
like, what? Like, come on, mate. Lifting your arm would burn calories at that point. Like, just
Well, you can actually get you can get government funded support and like government funded care from like because
comes from our tax.
my mum does like supports these people, and a lot of the people have just eaten too much.
Yeah.
That's
No,
all it is.
yeah. So
They
she's
literally
a,
have eaten too much.
disability support worker, but a lot of them aren't like they don't
just-
have a disability.
they just eat themselves
they just
disabled.
ate
Well,
too
they do
much.
now.
Well, they've made themselves that way.
Yeah.
I think a massive part of it though is people don't have like a purpose, an overall mission that they're trying to do. So when they're not on their phones, it's like, well, what now? Just get back on it and just start scrolling.
Zero fucking accountability too.
Yeah,
Like maybe I've got to do something.
Like, regardless if you have a mission or not, it's like
yeah.
it's kind of stupid that you
Overall,
can't
like-
you can't even handle like food. Like they say, oh, I can't handle alcohol. You can't handle food.
It's not fucking hard, bro.
It's
like
really not.
And these
Like I still sometimes eat like shit, or I eat a lot of food, but it's just I train hard, I work hard.
I'm
to the
also
point where I burn it all off.
I'm sick of the excuse of like, yeah, they're old, it's harder to lose weight. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's the exact same.
No, the one that I hate is
go to
when
any
people-
go to any like other country that's not Western.
Yeah.
None of the old people are fat.
Yeah, exactly. Like the one that I hate the most is when people say like, "Oh, they've had a hard time. They've had a terrible life or something." It's like that is like not an excuse. No. It's really not. Like I don't care what has happened. You're a fucking grown.
They always say like,
adult.
I barely eat, but it's like it's the type
Clearly
of food you're
fucking
eating.
not, yeah.
Then you have a 6-pack of beer. Then you have
Yeah.
a bunch of carbs.
Yeah.
Then you don't exercise. Then you live a sedentary lifestyle, and that just builds up over years and years and years.
Yeah.
Then your testosterone level drops, and then you're not using any of the energy, so it just stores it in fat. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much you're eating. If you're eating the wrong things, your body's not going to reward you for it.
No way.
Your body rewards you from eating the right things,
Yeah.
like the things you're supposed to eat.
Yep.
Meat, whole food, anything just whole food.
Anything that's
Hey, who's
just
gotten
natural.
fat eating red meat, bro?
Red meat, I can say maybe, but anything else, like if you have,
Lean red meat.
like try and get fat off chicken and salads.
Yeah, fact.
You can't, bro.
Yeah,
you better eat it quick enough. It's the type of foods, but anyway, this is an episode about being addicted to your phones, but that's a massive part of it.
It's a huge part of it.
It kind of leads on because it's like
Well, if you're on your
It's
phone,
all in a little.
time you're not doing it.
It's all just in this little like bubble of.
Yeah. It's all related
of
to why
self-destruction,
everyone's so
really.
fucking lazy.
But look, phone addiction is great for us because it thins out the competition.
Yeah, that
really
is true,
does.
but at the same time, I want to help the people.
Yeah.
100%. The people that want to be helped. What do you think are the 3 worst apps?
TikTok's number one.
TikTok,
Facebook's second, I think.
Facebook's fucking weird, bro. I don't know
Facebook is just full of weird shit.
It's just weird.
Facebook's good at hooking the older audience in.
Yeah, the older. That's what. But the older people are the one you kind of have to look out for because they're the ones who are teaching the youth. And if they get some weird shit in their head, like I know my mum has just said some weird shit. Oh, where'd you get that? Oh, I got it from Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. But like, and yeah, I'd say Snapchat is
Snapchat's
up there
bad.
purely because people were just like the streak thing. Like, come on.
I feel like
That's more
Snapchat's
pointless.
the biggest distraction.
Yeah, Snapchat's very pointless in my opinion. No one talks on it. They just send photos of the roof.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. Like, there's not much. I can sort of see how Instagram it can be good for networking and
Yeah.
actually making like new friends, I guess. But for Snapchat's just like sending photos of your fucking forehead.
Oh,
bro.
Instagram's where I spend 90% of my time.
Yeah, same.
Really?
Networking,
okay.
posting, seeing what like other people in the competition are doing.
I spend most of my time I honestly reckon YouTube Studio will be up there.
It's just
I'm hooked on the
refresh-
analytics, bro.
Yeah, that's bad. That's good though in a
It's
way.
good and bad, but
Good, bad for your mental health. Good for your videos.
Instagram's like I reckon kind of alright because I mean there are some shit you can just scroll on, but it's not pointless stuff in my opinion. Like from what I've seen, it's like people's gym transformations are like, from what I've seen, it's very aesthetic looking in a way. Like people always put the nicest photos.
It's always been about the posting the nice photos.
Yeah, posting nice photos. It's like it's less stupid. I mean, it is consuming, but
The thing is with Instagram, it depends who you follow. Like
Yeah.
your feed will just be whoever you're following.
yeah, I guess that is true.
That's why like I've just unfollowed any degeneracy. I unfollowed. all
They've
my
added
meme
recommendeds now though.
all the meme. Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck's to go. I unfollowed all the meme pages and shit. So now it's literally just like news, like the news of like what's happening, and then just like people I know. It's pretty much all my Instagram is now.
Yeah.
But I reckon if there would be one app that isn't as bad as the rest, I would definitely say YouTube. 100%.
YouTube because
can actually learn
you
stuff
look
on
at the owners, man.
Yeah.
The owners who own YouTube, they hop on podcasts, they talk about, they're transparent with their platform, about their intent with the platform. They don't have some weird agenda to accumulate attention from the world.
I'm getting a bit soft though.
YouTube,
Yeah.
the way they demonetize things, I don't like.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
It's a lot to do with the ad partners and stuff like that. A lot to do with the mainstream ad platforms that
There
want.
are a lot of YouTubers who have been doing it since like ages, like since YouTube started, and they were putting up more like edgy stuff. And then I think it was like 2016 this happened or something, where YouTube turned around and it went to fucking like more child.
Yeah,
Like yeah, and like there's so many YouTubers
They still-
that just like fell off, not even from their own doing, but because of the YouTube algorithm and that.
They still provided a massive opportunity for creators to make a living off of content creation, though. You can't do that on TikTok or Instagram unless you've got your own brand because they don't monetize their stuff. TikTok came out with this creator fund, but it was nothing. Like, I had 130K followers getting millions and millions of views.
It's
I didn't
nothing
make
like
a
YouTube.
cent. It didn't make a cent.
Nothing comes close to YouTube when it comes to monetization. And like,
YouTube's legit.
yeah,
Like, you can make good money on
yeah,
YouTube.
if you build a big brand on YouTube, you can make money off it.
Yeah.
And it's just a better platform, in my
You
opinion.
build a more intelligent audience,
Yeah,
a more
that's-
loyal audience.
Yeah, that's
you make money from the videos directly through ads. And those are the three main things I like about
Also,
YouTube.
the community, bro. I could post the same video on YouTube and the same video on TikTok, and the comments could be completely different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If I post like some sort of, I don't know, piece of advice or whatever, because I post on all three platforms, and I post on YouTube, it's just like, oh, cheers, bro, just subscribe. Thanks, bro, just subscribe. This is really good information, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Go on to TikTok, it's like, bro's waffling, bro's ginger. I don't know. So just like, it's just fucking completely
What did
different.
eat chicken. What did he say?
Huh?
Eat chicken, little twink.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, someone on TikTok was like, you pixie twink or something. I don't know. But like,
It's just negative.
it's way more negative, and it just sums up the audiences.
Yeah.
I want to quickly give you a quick protocol for using this for your advantage, by the way. So I feel like the best business model, and I'll see if you agree, right now is finding something you have deep knowledge about, making content about that, building up an audience, and then selling an info product.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the meta right now.
100%.
Because it's the easiest to do, it's the most profitable, it's popping at the moment, and basically anyone can do it.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you got a deep knowledge in how to build skateboards, right? You're really good at building nice skateboards. You know, you put hey, and you probably know more about this, putting the wheels on, putting the trucks on and whatnot. You're really good at that. And then you do like tutorials on how to do it, how to set your own custom wheels up. I know nothing about skateboards, by the way, guys. How to put a grip tape on, This is just an example. You can do anything you want. Just think of something you have a deep knowledge about and then make interesting, engaging content about how to do that and teaching people how to do that while being entertaining, funny, charismatic, good at building a brand. And these are all skill sets you'll acquire throughout the journey. And then all you do is just sell an info product about doing that.
Yeah.
It's so easy. And there's no inventory. There's no limit. It's not time dependent. You can sell 1 million copies if you want.
Yep.
Marketing's easy because you've got your target audience. It's by far the biggest meta.
This will by far be the easiest on YouTube.
On YouTube, they're the easiest for sure.
On TikTok, bro. How are you gonna do that on TikTok? Like, I feel like there's no audience building on TikTok.
No.
I tried it.
It's so
I
hard.
tried it and I made some money. Like I made a decent amount of money because basically what I did was, like same thing. I sold an info product. I went viral on TikTok talking about controversial topics. And then I moved to talking about how to go viral on TikTok and then sold a virality hack template to teach people how to go viral. And I sold heaps of copies of that until I got fucking banned.
But isn't
Well,
but
look who.
how crazy is this though? You had 130,000 followers.
Yeah, this is how shit
And barely
TikTok
any of
is.
them translated to your views.
Well, I did get a higher base rate of views. Like I was getting at least 10 to 20k per video.
Isn't that crazy? You got
And
130,000.
130,000, and it would only translate into what? Not even 1%.
Probably like 10k or something. It was average, wasn't it?
Well, I purely think that's just because of the the actual TikTok users.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't follow you with intent.
Follow anything. They just still brainless.
They just
shit.
don't follow you with intent.
YouTube is more personal.
And I also didn't like the audience I was building on TikTok. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but it was very unintelligent and a younger audience.
It's just
Now that
how it is.
now that I'm building up an audience on YouTube and Instagram, it's a lot more of a more intelligent audience.
I have like actual fan on YouTube. I have actual fans who drop intelligent comments, give like advice.
Yeah.
Like people it seems like these are actually real people behind the screens.
Yeah.
TikTok is just like these people that just repeat the same phrases,
I'm not-
like bros waffling or
Yeah,
bro this, bro that.
But it was also
It's the
the
same shit.
questions I was getting. Like I'm always in the Instagram DMs helping people out, but I was kind of feel like I was stuck at their level.
Yeah.
Like the questions I was getting is like, how do I make a video? I'm like, what are you talking about? How do I make a video? What's the question? What do you mean? Like what video? You film yourself. Just simple questions like that, or how do I make money online? I'm like, you know when people start, how do I make money
bit
online?
broad. Look it up.
Like there's a million ways you can make money online.
Yeah,
But yeah, now it's like more like way more intelligent questions and audience for sure.
definitely YouTube.
That's definitely why the videos that how to those videos where it's like how to make $1 million within 6 months, that will go more viral even though it's like unrealistic.
Yeah.
Than the ones that are more realistic, like how to build a brand up or whatever it is. They're the people who are typing that up. That are just saying how to make quick money, how to do everything quick.
Yeah, a lot of
and
people are
easy.
stuck in that.
They want to make money, but they just don't know how. So
They don't want to put in the real work.
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's why
they don't want to face the reality of business. And it's like, yeah, if e-commerce was like this really good straightaway thing you could do when you were 16, then everyone would be doing it.
Yeah, ever. There's a
You know,
reason why. There's a
wouldn't be-
reason why bugger people have their own business. It's because it's hard.
It wouldn't be desirable if it was easily achievable. But,
Exactly.
yeah, there's the people on TikTok that just like, I just want to get out of the matrix.
Yeah, get the matrix out of Paul. How much work you putting in?
Yeah.
This is why the videos of the tutorials on how to do the specific tasks
Yeah.
within
We
those
talked about this
things.
last episode.
that they got like 5k, 10k views.
Yeah.
If you're watching, I said this, if you're watching those videos like how to set up an SMS and email campaign for funnels or flows or whatever, like you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
That's
They'll have 5k views, but the video that's
but
like,
the video about how to escape the matrix in
Yeah,
30 days
yeah, how to
will have like 2 million views.
yeah, exactly.
So there's only what
So it's like past
0.1%.
that step, it's like only like 1% of people make it past that
A lot of people get stuck in that too.
because they're distracted. Back to the fucking topic, their dopamine receptors are so fried from scrolling on their phone they can't actually pay attention to one task for longer than 10 minutes.
Have you ever gotten caught in a scroll and then try to get into a deep work state?
It's fucking impossible.
You can't.
Because all you gotta do is just go back to the graph. It's like if your dopamine spikes up, it's got to go back down. So and dopamine is responsible for motivation. Like that's
Yeah.
the motivation molecule. If you're scrolling away, your dopamine's at all time high. You're like, this is so stimulating. Fuck yeah, I love these memes. So funny. Blah blah blah. After that, it's gonna drop all the way down. You're not gonna be motivated to do anything.
Yeah.
how it is.
I'll give a quick day in the life of a lethargic simpleton. This is how it will go, right? So let's say you got a weekend day. This is an inspiring entrepreneur, right? So he gets up at about 11 a.m. He slept in. He's kind of angry because he slept in. Okay, that's all right. What was the goal again? Oh yeah, I've got to make money online. Okay, I'm doing this drop shipping thing. So he gets out. He makes his cereal. Has a bunch of carbs in the morning.
they scroll before.
Oh yeah,
no.
so the scroll before you go to bed, he watches a bunch of Imangazi videos and shit, short forms about how to escape the matrix. Then he goes and eats a bunch of carbs, bunch of like Cocoa Pops or something, and then he gets to his desk, smells like fucking off hot dog that he left there the night before. He's there. He's like, oh, what task do I do? What task do I do?
Maybe I'll get inspiration on TikTok.
Maybe inspiration to just gets caught in the scroll. Ah, no. What was I doing? Ah, ah. And then they're like,
I've been there, bro.
I'm gonna go for a run. Okay, I gotta go for a run. Then they go outside, they walk around, they come back. All right, what was I doing again? What task have I got to do? Fuck. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Damn. now I got to go to gym. Like, you know what I mean? It's like people get fucking nowhere because they don't have tasks set. They're not in the game.
You were like describing my life in 2020.
You know, this is like a day I had way back.
This is what it's like when you're distracted on your phone. You have these like little addictions that you don't think matter, but it actually builds up to the point where you can't focus, and it's just infinite brain.
And it lowers your own self-worth too. It makes you think, damn, maybe I ain't capable.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I can't do it.
It makes you think like, what are these people like? These people that can just work all day, they must just be built different. They must be like genetically better or something.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they just have self-control.
Yeah, they're just not distracted, and they're not frying their fucking dopamine receptors.
I will say it's extremely hard to get to that point by yourself.
Yeah,
it is.
Because I've noticed, like, not living with you two and living with, like, mum and Lachlan, you know, it's normal. It's really hard to just get into what I was. Like, you know how what I was like, pretty much just barely on my phone. I was, like, working all the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I've gone completely back to what I was, but I'd say I've kind of stepped back, like, a little bit, and it's a little bit harder to get back into, like, straight away the grind. Like,
Environment's massive.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I
really-
sympathize with people doing it on their own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
it's I've noticed just from moving this couple like for the last 3-4
Yeah.
weeks, it's so much harder.
I'm telling you, mate, it's the holy hell. Like, if you ever
It's
like,
hell.
I know, but it's like the discipline camp. Like, but if like we're so lucky to be twins.
Yeah,
because
so like, or even to just have the same like goals.
yeah,
Because like
That
people
too.
have brothers and people have twins, but they're like
Fucking
like
idiots.
I have completely different like my brother like completely different
Yeah.
shit. Like it's so hard to
Yeah.
do the same thing as him.
But like, I walk past Nelson. If he's not doing anything except work, like he's getting the
There's
spray.
a massive
I
pressure to
know.
fucking work
Yeah.
all the time until you sleep.
especially since my desk is right in the hallway. Nelson's walking to and from. If I'm not,
It's like
if
you
I'm
feel
not-
so fucking guilty.
Yeah, I
bro.
know, but if
it's
I'm
like,
not-
fuck, what have I done?
If I can't even have a YouTube video up there because you give me the spray if I'm watching some shit.
I remember when because our desks were next to each other.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember when you were saying when you'd upload, you'd be in a scroll, and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm uploading. I'm like, "No, you're watching
Exactly.
the Trend Twins." Like,
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is why it matters so much.
it's,
Like,
yeah,
if you have people that, let's just say, like, don't care about your well-being or your
Progression.
or your progression, yeah.
no, that's not even that. Some people do care, but the ones that get me the most are the ones that say it's okay to have a break. Because whenever I get told that, like, it makes me go like, I do have that one like maybe 5-minute break, and it like puts me back. Like, if you know what I mean?
It doesn't.
Like,
It doesn't
it's not
exist.
okay to have breaks.
It doesn't exist. Yeah, I know it's like an unpopular thing to say.
Yeah.
But like,
Maybe to
you
eat.
rest when you sleep, bruv.
Yeah.
You know that's what sleep's for.
Like maybe to just get up and to just eat, get your food. That's the only time. But like other than that, it's so pointless, and it just puts you back to to just being a degenerate.
But like, people don't like a 5-minute break on your phone or a 10-minute break. It's not just the 5 or 10 minutes because it takes you completely out of that work flow state. Like if I'm really focused, like into writing a script, let's say, and then I'm like, oh, I'll scroll. I need a break. I'll scroll on my phone. Okay, I do it for 5 minutes, put it back down. But now I've just completely lost track of what the fuck
yeah,
I'm doing.
there's two zones you could be in: distraction or deep work.
Yeah.
And you've got to pick which one you want. Like, if you're gonna be in your deep work, you've got to be in your deep work.
Yeah, that's it.
No distractions, nothing.
That's why on.
That's where you make 90% of your progress.
If I really want to sit and just do 4 or 5 hours of deep work, editing, script writing, whatever, that's when I got to lock in. Right, I get my water bottle filled up. I get one
Yeah, you
meal in me to
prepare.
make sure I won't get hungry, and I sit down and that's all I'm doing. The room's black. I'm just looking at my screen. Like that's deep work. No distractions. My phone's in my bedroom. That's when the real work gets done. When there's no distractions.
Yeah.
And everyone's just infinitely distracted. It's like, how are you going to get anything done?
Yeah.
What would be your 3-step? I won't put steps in it. What would be your protocol for someone who wants to step away from social media addiction and work on their purpose?
Just become massively. I wouldn't even say delete it because you're just going to re-download it. Like let's be honest
So
here.
put a band-aid on a scab.
Yeah, it's putting a band-aid on it. Like it's not helping your self-control. I would say just become stupidly busy. Like become ridiculously busy. Sign up for classes of anything. Just sign up for a new class. A bit like start if you're not going to the gym, start the gym because that's 2 hours that you got to be at the gym.
That's a prerequisite.
Prerequisite. Sign up for a martial arts or something. Find another hobby like surfing or whatever. Like you going surfing stops you from being on your phone. Like you know, on your phone out in the fucking ocean. Exactly. Just
And it's actually like way better because it's just you're just sitting out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Without your phone, there's nothing legit, nothing to do.
Yeah.
When there's no waves. There's nothing to do. It's just so much better.
Yeah, exactly. So become busy with shit, like, or just work more hours. As long as you're doing something, as long as you're doing something where you're not on your fucking phone. Like, if you're just sitting in your room with nothing to do, of course you're gonna go on your phone.
How I think for someone who's by yourself, because with you two, it would be easier when you have someone else to stop you and pick up, be easier. From what I think to do, is to just delete it all completely, and then find shit to do, like become busy, like what you said. And so when you want to go back to downloading again, if you don't do those things that you've become busy with, it's kind of like you kind of just start like going, fuck, I've got to start doing it, and you put it down anyway. So even if you do get it back, you already have you're already used to doing heaps of work. So you'll put it down, you'll pick doing the work over scrolling. That's what I think, at least. That's what helps me.
Yeah. Just find activities to do instead of scrolling on your phone.
Yeah.
Because people got no hobbies, man. Like, what the fuck you...
Do not disturb is the best feature on your phone. Trust me, you don't need to okay, this is going to sound crazy. You don't need to receive calls. You don't need to receive texts, messages, or anything. Maybe you do for like an emergency, but I don't need it. Because I got you. You're the reception.
All I got on my phone is calls and like a few apps that I forgot to turn, like, no, all my social medias, the notifications are off.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for so long.
I don't notice it now.
I forgot that people have notifications.
Yeah.
Like, if I see someone, I don't know, they're on their phone, I see like a notification pop up for Snapchat or something, I'm like...
Snapchat one is weird.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's right. People get notifications. Yeah.
No, but I'm more like, Snapchat has a noise. Like
You'll find you don't actually give a fuck if it's not constantly trying to grab your attention.
No, I do not.
You just don't care.
And you don't go on the apps.
You become accustomed to it as well. Like, just... whatever. Like, you don't care. You care more about getting that long-lasted dopamine hit from doing the work.
I think Hamza actually... Is that his name? Which one's Hamza?
The bearded one who tells you to grow a beard.
That's it. He said it in another one. Another one that gets people's attention is, when you pick up your phone, it turns on.
Oh, yeah.
Turn that off.
Yeah.
And there's something else. Like, the notifications. There's other things. He made a whole video about it. Things you can... put on your phone or turn off on your phone to make it less distracting. Also with like the YouTube on your computer, you can turn off thumbnails, you can turn off views. So you're only looking at for just like if you want to learn something. Like, you're not looking for that perfect thumbnail, you're just looking at the title that will show you what to do. And all of that stuff. Pretty much anything to stop the distraction and do.
Yeah. There's plenty of tools to stop you, but realistically you just gotta find something else to do. Like, you gotta find a bigger goal. Like, everything you do in the day has to have a meaning behind it. Like, why did you do that action? Like, every time I pick up my phone, it's for a reason. It's like, I'm trying to upload something, or I'm trying to work on something, or I'm writing down an idea. Most of the time, it's like, because I actually have a reason to.
You have to want it.
Exactly. Every action that you take needs to have a purpose behind it.
Also, the reason the phone makes you depressed is because it's so close to your face. And also, you'll be in a room like this. And if you actually go outside and you look far into the distance, like a broad horizon, you'll feel way happier. But being like this, something so close to your face all the time like this, makes you closed-minded.
I did hear something about that.
Yeah.
It's actually a thing.
That's why when you travel and you go outside, you just feel way better. You can see way further into the distance. Way further in the distance. It makes you happier. Gives you more of an open mind. When you're in this room like this, you're in a jail cell.
It's almost like you're claustrophobic. Like,
you're claustrophobic. Your phone's right there.
That's why I don't know how people who live in the city like function, because everything's close. There's buildings everywhere. Like what you said.
When you go to New York, everyone's depressed. Like, it's so depressing there usually. That's why people always just want to fuck off to nature. They're like, I want to get a ranch with my traditional wife and raise kids and sheep and stuff.
Going in the city is like everything's like just in small streets and everything's all close and it's just fucking concrete. No wonder they're all depressed.
That's when people say like, I'm so secluded, I'm so claustrophobic. You can't see the horizon.
It's like this big fucking mental health thing right now. Everyone's like, I'm depressed. And they don't even take in consideration their phone addiction. It blows my mind.
People don't give a fuck.
It's not even a factor. It's not even a factor that people talk about. They're like, maybe it's the actions you're taking that leads you to be depressed. Maybe it's not something that the sky just fucking dealt. Like,
I'm so over that approach.
I'm so same, bro.
I don't know how it got so mainstream anyway, but that's why I got massive beef with the mainstream approach to mental health, where they don't have any actionable steps. It's always just talk about it. And I have looked deeper into it. People say, no, it's not just that. It really is. If you go onto the it's okay not to be okay website, it's all gibberish, bro.
Yeah.
None of it's real. None of it's real. It's all just talk about it more, see a therapist, get a community to talk about it and shit like that. It's none of it is the harsh truth.
Yeah. How about
The things you need to do.
How about instead of fucking distracting yourself from the issue, why don't you fix the issue?
Yeah.
Do something to actually change.
But that can't catch popularity. That can't go viral because people can't put in the work, and people don't want to put in the
requires
work.
work.
What really I don't understand, it's not even like you don't have to be smart to know this. You just look at it and be like, that's wrong. Is when people have a lifestyle and then they're like getting depressed and they don't think to fix that lifestyle. They just think it's something in their brain that they've just developed, like
But
an illness.
it's comfortable to be like that. They'd rather be sad and comfortable than uncomfortable. You know what I mean? They'd rather, because being sad is addicting, or being depressed is like addicting. They would rather
Also
that
like
than
an
be
attention
uncomfortable.
thing.
That too, and also to be depressed is to fit in. Everyone's depressed, so when you can relate to everyone else, like
You're actually part of a minority now. If you
talk about like I'm doing well,
talk about like I'm doing really good, like I actually feel really good right now, like that's almost kind of you're a minority. Like it's kind of weird.
or you're bragging or showing off.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Having like a healthy mental health, bro.
Like a lot of conversations is just complaining.
Yeah.
You know, you can get caught in these conversations all the time. It's complaining this, shit's too expensive. Yeah, this is fuck. You know,
Some fucking positivity.
which it does seem like we do that on this podcast.
Yeah.
But that's because we have to do the conversations.
Yeah.
In order to talk to the
When you're,
audience.
like, complaining it's like too expensive. It's like from what everyone's being dealt with, like getting paid fuck all.
Yeah.
I kind of don't blame them.
Yeah, but everyone's dealing with that. You know,
Yeah,
everyone's dealing with that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much as simple as it is. That it only really needs to be a short episode, doesn't it? It's like turn your phone on do not disturb, find something else to do, and just have some self control.
Yeah, and the phone's always going to be there. I don't think you'll ever live a life where your phone's not there unless you're some super monk guy who's, you know,
I don't think that's realistic for most people. Yeah.
especially if you're in the content creation industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kill or be killed. You know what I'm saying? Like my approach has always just been create on it. Just don't consume it. Anyway, boys, I think we'll wrap it up there. It doesn't need to be a long episode, really. It's just put the phone down, stop consuming, start creating. Look, you've heard it from me a million times. You're probably over it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the episode. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments section down below. And if everyone watching on YouTube, you can actually watch this on Spotify and it will save you a lot of time. You can watch it on the way to work. You can watch it when listen to it when you're going for a run. Listen to it when you're going for a run. Listen to it when you're going for your walk, walking your dog. Whatever, it's on Spotify. All the episodes are uploaded there. But YouTube mogs Spotify, so that's why I'm bringing it up. And I don't think a lot of people even realize it's on Spotify because everyone just watches it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But anyway, hope you boys enjoyed the episode. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Now get off your phones.
Get off your